All right, y'all. Let me give my opinion on this Anton Daniels Corey Holcomb situation. I've seen the whole thing, and I had time to process it. Now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all from the rip. I don't like Anton Daniels, so I'm gonna be a little biased. I'm just telling y'all from the door. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie to you, but but I am gonna keep it real and tell the truth, even though I don't care for Anton Daniels. Now, for starters, okay, you have two men that are very opinionated and don't like to take, the back down. Now, Corey Holcomb said the truth to Anton Daniels when he said, "Hey, you like to kiss the ass of white men," which it wasn't no lie. He told the truth on that. Now, is that a form of disrespect to Anton? Yes, it is. Now, Anton replied, "Hey, you suck the D of black people," which I thought was out of pocket because standing up for black people and Corey will hold black people accountable. But from Anton's perspective, he's looking at it like you started with the disrespect. I came with the disrespect. Now, I personally think Anton Daniels had an agenda from the rip to basically get some controversy started because controversy sells. Let's just keep it real. People love drama. They don't like positivity content. They want drama, beef. What can you do to please a woman besides money and good swipe? Drama and crab legs. That's just what it is. That's just how it go. And this is why the internet is on fire about this whole situation. Now, some people were saying, "Oh, Anton punked Corey." I didn't see it that way. I saw it like this. Corey didn't want to get sued because Anton Daniels is the suing type, and you can tell. I mean, why are you traveling with security like you're a celebrity? I mean, let's just keep it 100. I mean, you're a popular social media guy, but you're not a celebrity. I think sometimes these numbers get to some of these guys' heads where they think that they are a real celebrity because they have a following or because they might have a good amount of subs. They automatically think, "Oh yeah, I'm famous." You can't ask the average person in the street, do they know Anton Daniels? And most of them don't. It's not going to say, "Oh yeah, I know him." But if you ask Corey Holcomb, I guarantee you more people would know him over Anton Daniels. Now, Anton Daniels have a bigger YouTube following, but overall, worldwide, Corey Holcomb is more famous and established. So traveling with security is like, come on, dude, you're showing how much of you're a coward right there. Because if you're just pulling up to the 5150 show to do an interview, and you're pulling up, I guess, with your side piece or whatever. That's what Corey Holcomb said. I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know if that's your side piece or not. He said it wasn't your wife, and I would get into that too in a little bit. So you're pulling up with security. I don't think now. Antoine did say, "Come on, we can go out back." Now, if Corey would have got up to go out back, security probably would have broke it up, and Antoine knew that. He ain't really about that action. I don't think Corey really about that action. Do I think Corey would pop off if he have to? Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, Corey got sued before. So he's not trying to lose no money over no dumb stuff. Now, I think if when Corey got in his face and said, "Say it again, call me a D sucker again," he would have had to stand on business if Anton would have said it. But Anton chose his words properly. He didn't say it. Then he apologized. And then not long after that, took more shots at him. Because at that point, they both irritated. They both on the tip like, um, the interview wasn't going to go well. Now, Anton Daniels, to me, is he does go super hard on black people and he don't keep the same energy with white folks. See, he has a political agenda, and that's why he don't really go in on certain white people because these are people that's funding him more than black folks. That's what that's about. So that's why he don't have the same smoke for white people. He's what you call a modern day Uncle Tom. He's all about the money, and he's a lame with money, and you can't money don't change a lame, and that's what it is with him. And this is why he has the little side pieces and stuff like that, being disrespectful to his wife because she probably not financially stable and he probably pay all the bills, so he controls with the money. Come on, he looked like a little fat dyke to me. I'm just keeping him 100. He's feminine to me. To be honest with you, I'm surprised he wasn't a fudge packer because he give off feminine energy. And just like with the Fleece Johnson video, when Fleece was flirting with him and telling him he looked good and he was thick and he got a nice butt, he's sitting up there giggling like a little schoolgirl. Come on, man. The interview would have been over there because you disrespecting me as a man. But see, all he care about is numbers. He would let a man disrespect him and come at him sexually, knowing he's not supposed to swing that route. If he got a whole wife and his wife is, if I'm not mistaken, at the studio where they were at. So that's even more disrespectful for Felice Johnson, the booty warrior, to basically tell him, hey, you look cute. I want to, and he's sitting there giggling. Ain't no giggling. So Anton Daniels, to me, comes off as an arrogant dude. He got a couple dollars. He think he better than people. And people, when you say that, people say, oh, you're jealous. No, not at all. Jealous of what? I'm just speaking from what I've seen, because at one time I thought he was a cool guy. I really started listening to his verbiage, and I said, okay, I see what type of time he on. I see what type of dude he is. And he's a lame with money. And he think that he just is hot shit. Because a real dude would have came down there, what you need security for? Come with the girl you was with, whatever, she traveled with you, whatever. But what you need security for? So, do I think Corey really wanted to fight? No, because again, Anton's going to sue him. And if it's on camera of you punching this dude in the face because you can't control your emotions, then he's going to lose every time. Yes, in the black community, we know that's disrespect to say that to another man. And some people will say, well, Corey called him an ass kisser, but it wasn't the same as saying that he literally, you know what I mean? Like, as men, you don't say you suck D to another man. Now, you could have said, hey, you capping for the black community. It's certain ways he could have articulated that, and then it probably wouldn't have escalated. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get on Corey too, because Corey do say a lot of disrespectful things to people, and then when people do it to him, he kind of can't take it. So Corey is a little sensitive. I got to keep it 100, and I like Corey Holcomb, but this is the unbiased. This is the unapologetic channel. Even though I'm being a little biased towards Anton, but I'm still gonna tell the truth too. And I don't even call biasness. I just call out Anton Daniels fuck shit. Let me just keep it like that, because if Corey wrong, I'm gonna call Corey out too. Now, yeah, Corey has a tendency to say disrespectful things to people, and then when they do it to him, he kind of can't control his emotions. In this situation, I knew it was going to be fireworks, because let's keep it 100. They both watched each other. Corey had assumptions about Anton. Anton had preconceptions about Corey. Some of their talking points they didn't like about one another, and it was going to come out because Corey felt some type of way how Anton basically be going in on black people so hard. Which, don't get me wrong, you got to go in on your own people, but you also got to keep it balanced too. You got to show love to your people, and you also got to go in on other people too, because it ain't just our people that's the problem. Do we have some people in the black community that's the problem? Absolutely. But when you don't call no white people out, it's kind of like, really? And what I noticed with Anton, it's political with him. So he's scared to say certain things because he's following a certain political narrative. And this is why you have a lot of blacks going at Stephen A. Smith, like Jasmine Crockett and Don Homo and Joy Reid, because they have a certain political gain, when all Stephen A. Smith said was, hey, maybe he didn't have to shoot her, whatever, but legally he was justified. But see, you got to remember, if you say, hey, if you take the side of the ICE agent, they automatically assume that you're a Trump supporter. That's just how it go. Because they fit. That's just what it is. Because if you notice, everybody that's Democrats that don't like Trump, all saying she was murdered and she was this and she was a stupid ass lesbo cunt that started trouble and she found trouble. But when you say that, what's the first thing they say? So it's just out of pocket. Now Don Lennon and them, they calling Stephen A. out, and Jasmine Crockett calling him Django, or was it her that called him, or was it Joy? I think it was Jasmine Crockett called him Django. Just being totally disrespectful, and we wonder why we can't get along in the black community, because you are a woman of the people. You trying to become a governor one day, and you use that verbiage to another black man because you don't agree with his political views. So it's the same thing with Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels is, an ass kisser for certain whites and certain political views. So he's basically not going to really call them out. So when Corey said to him, hey, you don't call these white folks out, he didn't lie. He didn't lie about that. He did not lie about it. And Do I think they could have handled it better to have a civilized conversation and still disagree? Yes, I do. I think they could have. But sometimes when you have two, you got to remember Anton is feminine and he's emotional. And Corey Holcomb, is sensitive too. And Corey got to learn to basically, I understood why he was mad, but at the same time, you know, disrespect is disrespect. So you can't, on one hand, even though you told the truth about Anton, don't get it fucked up. You saying he kissing white people ass, you didn't lie, but to him, he still took it as disrespect. So you can't disrespect the person, and then they disrespect you. You cry about it because that's called an eye for an eye. So he backhand apologized to you because at the end of the day, he really didn't want no smoke. Because if he really wanted the smoke, when you was in his face and Corey said, say it again, say it again, say it again, say it one more time, and he put the microphone down, he would have said it. Because right then and there, Corey would have to clock him. Because you put him you put yourself in that predicament because you didn't clock him. Then people would have said, oh, Corey, you just capping. Oh, Corey, you all smoke and no fire. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna do nothing. Because people really wanted them to go outside and fight. Now, they two out of shape dudes. The fight wouldn't have lasted long anyway. But if I had to pick a winner, I honestly think Corey probably would have edged him out. Because Anton Daniels ain't never been in no fight. And you could tell, he ain't never been in no damn fight. He never got his hands dirty. He never been in no real altercation. He got a big mouth. He talks spicy because he got a couple dollars. And he think that makes him superior than other people. But at the end of the day, white folks will always give you a Negro wake-up call. Don't forget that. So overall, I mean, to me, I guess you could say it was entertaining, but who cares? I mean, I don't know. I guess because you get tired of the same old people arguing and back and forth. The shit is corny to me. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, for all of that, like maybe y'all could have went outside and had a legal fight to say, hey, we promise. Because let's keep it 100. If Corey would have slapped the shit out of him, Anton would have fucking sued. We already know what would have happened. He would have sued Corey, and Corey was thinking about that money. Like, damn, already lost money with that Zoe Williams, Ari Spears thing. I think he was sued for something else too. So who wants to lose money because they can't control their emotions? It don't really make sense, especially over words. I mean, yeah, it's disrespect, but at the same time, you ain't sucking no D like Don Lennon. So at the end of the day, it ain't really that deep. It ain't really that deep at all. And some people was mad at Corey because they was like, oh, he dry snitching about the chick he bought. No, it ain't dry snitching. At the end of the day, he bought the chick there and wanted her on the show. So Corey, like, I don't know this broad. And that's the thing I noticed with these dudes get money. Charleston White the same way. He shits on his wife all the time. She was with him when that big gazoo Frankenstein head one-eyed dude didn't have nothing. Dirty, broke. The wife was with him. As soon as he got that fame and that money, now he flaunts having side pieces in her face. Lame. That's lame behavior. And that's what Anton is. I saw a video of his wife. Supposedly his wife, she was speaking out saying that basically he was abusive and he has personalities of a person that could, unalive a person. I don't know. I saw the sucker in him a while ago. And I was just like, yeah, so I just unsubscribed. Like, I don't like a person. I'm not going to keep watching you for what? So I just don't watch them. But, my 2 cents on it is basically, like I said, they both disrespected each other. Corey didn't lie about him being an ass kisser for white people because he Anton is. Corey does disrespect. He does say disrespectful things, and you gotta expect to have disrespectful things come back. You can't disrespect a person and then think because it's your truth that it's okay. Yeah, it might be the truth and it might be your truth, but it's still disrespect. So that's how you just got to view it from that vantage point. But yeah, them two out of shape dudes wasn't gonna fight. I mean, would it have been must see TV if Corey would have slapped his glasses off his face, his Medea looking ass? Then yeah, it would have been funny. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have enjoyed that part of it because I really don't have respect for Anton Daniels, and but at the end of the day, getting that's assault on camera. So not only could Corey get locked up, he also can get sued, will get sued. So that's a double whammy over some words. Us as black men, we got to learn to start controlling ourselves with our tempers. You know what I mean? It's easier said than done. I know it's hard, but sometimes we sometimes people go to jail over words, or be in jail for the rest of their life because they unalive somebody over a person's opinion. I mean, not opinion, what they said, disrespectful, and it's just not that deep. Just like I see the videos, some of these white folks, these racist white folks calling us the N with the ER, and people be going off. I'm like, it's just a word. At the end of the day, I don't get me wrong, I enjoy them videos when they get popped in their mouth. I mean, no mistaking about it. I enjoy it, but don't wind up going to jail over that, because at the end of the day, we say the word all the time. Now, we might not put the ER on it, but we say the word all the time. So, some of these racist white people that do it, and I see the videos, and y'all get so upset. Come on, man. Like, let them be what they're going to be. Now, as long as they ain't in your personal space, that's different. Now, they're in your personal space doing that, then, you can give them oops upside their head or a choodle chop to their throat. I enjoy that. But at the end of the day, Anton Daniels is what you call a lame with money, cornball, political views. Hey, he has an agenda, and it's all about money with him, and he thinks he's above people. That is what it is with him. Corey Holcomb is a funny comedian. He's a one-trick pony. He does the same type of comedy, but it's funny. I like it. But he's a dark humor type of comic. He's not a, what you would say, an intelligent person, like not saying he's dumb, but like he's not like when he invites certain people up there, like Rizza Islam or people that's intellectual, that's not his stick. He's a comedian. So he's going to be raw. He has a good singer voice. I like the way he sing. He's funny. He do his thing. Sometimes he do go overboard or he be disrespectful. He just got to learn to stop being as sensitive, because at the end of the day, not everybody going to take disrespect. If you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it. So that's basically my point on it. I mean, something will happen next week with somebody else, and we were talking about that. I mean, there's always something happening. I'd rather focus on the positive, to be honest with you. Like the stuff with Drewski, was hilarious. I mean, I commend that young boy, because he's doing things that I would love to do. He got a production team to do skits. I used to do skits on my old channel, and I was pretty good at it. And when I see him doing it, I'm so proud of him, because I'm like, damn, this dude is doing his thing. That NASCAR one was classic. The church one, classic. Like, and it was so accurate, and it was just hilarious. I just loved every minute of it. And it's like, I'm glad that it's blowing up, and I hope it blow up even more than the Cat Williams interview, because, negativity always blows up more than positivity. And we need more positive things blowing up. So salute to Drewski, man. I'm proud of that brother, man. He got the skit stuff on lock. Production team on point, camera, everything is just on point. And you got to commend that young man, for real. But in closing, I want to say, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, sub, and yeah, Anton Daniels, man, he's a sucker, man. I'm just sorry. I just got to keep it 100, man. Corey Holcomb is a funny guy. Corey Holcomb is a trick. We all know that. Corey tells you that $200. Corey, at least Corey know who he is. Corey know, like, look, this is who I am. And, Corey Holcomb, I mean, think about it. Let's keep 100. Who would you rather have? Corey Holcomb or Anton Daniels? Most people going to say Corey Holcomb, because people like to laugh. And what the Anton Daniels really bring, he's opinionated. He act like he knows that. He one of them dudes that you wouldn't mind just going in his mouth, with a nice knuckle sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just one of them boys that need to be humble. So, a part of me think that I wish Corey kind of would have did it, but I know why he didn't do it. Why mess up your bag? Don't mess up your bag for him, because he wanted to trigger you. Just like his little words when he was saying to Corey, "Oh, I studied you." Like, who the fuck are you? Fuck are you talking about some you studied him? See, he came in on some bullshit too. I know what Corey said about the kissing ass, but him talking about, "Oh, I studied you." Come on, dog. Like, you don't get the hell out of here. I studied you in that Fleece Johnson interview, how you was giggling and laughing, and you was flattered that a fucking homo, a dude that loved going up people's keisters, thought you was cute, thought you were thick. What kind of man? Man, you better stop playing with me, man. Real talk. I knew right then and there you was a sissy. You know what I mean? He just looked like a dyke. He looked like a bull dagger to me. That's like they be like they always chunky and he got them little glasses and just them little auntie glasses he be wearing. Like he one of them dudes that think because his name design, his name brand that it's fly. All the name brand shit ain't fly. Them glasses look goofy. Whole goofball. Straight up goofball, man. And it's that's how I feel about it. And I know some of y'all might not agree, and that's fine. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I mean, long as you respectful with your disagreements, we cool. You get disrespectful, you get sent to troll heaven. So anyway, in closing, I want to say, shout out to Drewski for doing his thing. Shout out to the ICE agents for getting at these disrespectful protesters that's doing dumb stuff, spraying stuff in their face. I love it. I love it all. I love it all. Straight up. Rest in peace to Renee Good's strap on. I heard they're going to bury it with her. And I'm out.